Okay guys, so first order of business, the first thing that I ended up looking up and cracking out is the notorious pieces that break on the wing parts. So as you can see here, this is the culprit. It is hollow on both sides, and unfortunately because I have my camera up, I can't do a backlight. I don't have anything to do a backlight, but it is pretty thin, both in here and here. Now I haven't heard of anybody having any problems with it breaking here, but they are having problems with it breaking right in here. So what we're going to do to fix that, let's back off a little bit, is I'm going to pull out, I have the Aves epoxy sculpt. It's a two-part epoxy. Now once this hardens, it's not going anywhere. It's rock solid. Everything might fall apart around it, but it's not going to go anywhere. So what we're going to do, we're going to take the two parts, kind of even them out. One ends up being all soft and squishy, the other one's a little bit harder. So we're going to take the two parts, twist together, squish that way. You want to really knead and make sure that this is well mixed together. Now you can use like the Tamiya or even Mr. Hobby two-part epoxy, but I just prefer this better. The only downside to this is you kind of have to make sure you have it where you want it. It's really hard to sand afterward, because like I said, it does get rock hard. So once you have an even consistency, if you guys do end up using this, the Aves product, some that I ended up finding out from a friend of mine that actually uses it for its intended purpose of sculpting, is you can take your little bits that are left over and stick them in the freezer, and you can pull them out at a later date. Once they start thawing, they actually soften back up. The only downside is that it takes longer for it to cure. Okay, so we're going to take, now for this, let me get that out of the way. Let me see if I can, here we'll do it. I don't know if that helps, guys. I know sometimes it's hard with me having that black background. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this and pack it in there. Now something that Gunjap did on his site, it was he actually took some metal tubing and put along here, and it actually looked pretty cool. Unfortunately I don't have any of that. I have some, just not the right size. So, and I can't find my actual sculpting tools that I would use for this. I'm going to see if I can get a little bit more in there. Like I said, I really want to make sure and pack that in there good. And then what we're going to do is, as you can see, and one of the great things is this stuff is non-toxic, so if you see me working with it, you'll find I lick my finger a lot and use they make an actual, like, I guess you'd call it lubricant. But I use my finger a lot. And the water or liquid from me doing that, it just serves as a lubricant on here and doesn't actually affect the putty at all. And if you do it right, you actually don't even need to it'll be perfectly smooth and you won't even have to sand it. So this I haven't seen as it being a problem area, but I don't see a point in that gap, and since I'm here anyway and I mixed up way too much, I might as well just fill that in also. So, as you can see, there's that side. We'll just do the same thing to the other side. So, I hope that I'm able to do some stuff that helps you guys out as far as tutorials and everything. And I have a question for you guys. Are any of you that do videos, are you YouTube partners? Because I keep getting advertisements to sign up for it, and I kind of don't want to, because I don't want you guys have to do, you know, click to close ads. I mean, I don't mind going to someone's video and having to do that. You know, I'll even click on the ad to, because I know that, you know, you make extra money from doing so, which always helps, especially in this hobby, because everything is so expensive. So I was just wondering if it's worth it, things like that. So I'm not going to make you guys sit through watching me do both sides. I'm just going to do this one, and then I don't know if I'm going to work on something else tonight. One of the things I am going to do, I don't have any batteries for the head LED. I think I'm going to take apart the LED thing, because I know I'm not leaving it yellow. For some reason, I don't like Gundams that have the yellow eyes. I'm not a big, other than my Rockstar, I'm not a big fan of the color yellow. So I'm going to replace it, especially with the color scheme that I'm going with the darker colors. I'm actually going to go with a red LED in there. I think that'll look pretty cool. Someone on Facebook mentioned that with the color scheme and everything, it just looks like someone evil kidnapped the Freedom and repainted it and made it into a badass. And that's what I'm hoping for. Okay guys, so I still have to do a little bit of cleaning up. I didn't want this to be too long. Sorry about that. So anyway, so that's what we're looking at on there, and then I'll just come along, flatten out the edges like that, clean it up a little bit more, let it sit overnight, and then I will show you guys tomorrow, or if I put this up tomorrow night, I'll show you the finished result. Alright guys, I'll talk to you later. Peace out.